Well, new at 4, farm worker advocates say a new report is the first of its kind. In it, agricultural workers are weighing in on the impact of immigration raids on their lives. NBC4's Dickerson reports on what their answers show about their fears, dreams, and the big picture for the U.S. food industry.
Farm workers scattering, hundreds arrested, and protesters clashing with federal agents. This immigration raid at a cannabis farm near Camarillo last July made headlines, not just for being one of the largest of the Trump administration, but because it targeted undocumented agricultural workers. So what effect is the immigration crackdown having on the estimated 2.5 million people who work in the nation's fields? A new report from the United Farm Workers Foundation shed some light.
This survey makes their voices heard and to understand their realities, not only their fears, but also their aspirations and hopes.
Researchers sent questions to 90,000 people who identified as farm workers. Over 2,200 people across 16 states, mostly in California, responded. They weren't specifically asked about their immigration status. However, researchers believe most respondents were undocumented. 92% reported immigration raids and deportation affected their employment.
Several farm workers mentioned having to take days off during days of heavy enforcement.
The survey, focusing on the period following the Trump administration's immigration raids beginning in 2025, also found 61% of people who responded have shopped less, and 29% have not sought medical attention due to deportation concerns.
These percentages show how farm workers have withdrawn from the public.
Recently, one of my cousins got deported. Then it went bad for them.
Andres Felipe says he's been a farm worker in Ventura County since he was 14 years old. He tells us he was born in Oxnard, but fears for other family members.
We don't go out that much anymore. We just have to stay safe and just stay home.
The survey also found 53% of respondents hope for a pathway to legal status and citizenship. 66% want a living wage, and 50% employment benefits. The organizations behind this want to be clear that this is about seeing farm workers for their humanity and focusing on their particular wants and needs. Nevertheless, they say there is another big picture here, and that's the American economy as a whole.
Their livelihoods are at stake, but our economy is at stake.
The UFW Foundation says they have been and will continue to use this data to advocate for immigration protections and reforms. Dickerson, NBC4.